let's talk about Worlds. We plan on doing a Worlds tier list. Don't yell at me because I think people are going to be very interested in where I put certain things.
Well, it's going to be interesting for me because, like, just because at the time I've not consumed like the LCP or like even half of like EU. I've like clocked in for the big games, but like it's rarely about it, and that's being a big stretch.
All right. Well, I mean, if there's a team that you don't necessarily know, like you can just put them in like a separate tier where you're like, I'm just not sure about this team.
Yeah.
As a Fnatic fan, I'm already hating. Oh, you're gonna hate me, Griffin. You're gonna hate me.
All right.
But yeah, I think what I was saying was like for S tier, I would like to have S tier be
World's winners.
Basically the favorites. Yeah, the favorites to win.
All right. Well,
for me, those are
100 Thieves up there.
Genji and just. Hello, David. Hello. For me, it's Genji and T1. I think those are the two favorites. I think anyone putting any other team as a favorite, like A tier can win, but just aren't the favorites, aren't the top two favorites. Do you agree that T1's a favorite, or what? How are you feeling?
You can never rule them out. Like they may have, like they've had like an up and down like season, like for sure, or split even.
It was more up than down, to be honest. They had like
they've had periods where like
series, toward the end, but
yeah, but I think that's just like the ebb and flow of T1. Like when they start losing a couple, you think that the world's collapsing, and then like they'll pick it up just before Worlds, and then suddenly they're suddenly T1 is winning Worlds.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have less delta. Like last year, they had to improve so much in order to win Worlds. This year, I think they have less work to do if they want to just be the best team in the world. Like it shouldn't be too difficult.
Do you want to put them in S or are you putting them in A?
I'm putting T1 in S.
I'm gonna put them in S, but it's gonna be like a low S, and then we're gonna learn.
Yeah. So Genji's on the left, and then T1, like left to right matters, right?
Yeah.
All right. For A tier, personally, I mean, I'll go first, and then you can go for the next one. I think the third best team in the world right now is BLG. I think they've really found their form. I think whatever they're doing with their junglers, every time they just jungle swap when Shadow comes in, like they just play well. Yeah, I think they're better than Hanwha. I think they're better than like KT, obviously. I think they're better than. I mean, they showed that they are better than AL multiple times. So I personally think it should be BLG
in like that middle spot.
Yeah, like the left side of A. Yeah. Well, no, I would put them in A tier.
Put them in A.
Yeah, I think there's a clear difference between the top two LCKT. I mean, if you want to put them S tier, like, hey, I'm a BLG fan, I would put them, but I think they're the third best team. I don't think like I can't see a world where BLG beat either one, to be honest, between T1 and Genji. I just can't see it. Maybe T1, but like yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think like you said, how they've been changing their junglers. Even if like you think like what are they absolutely doing? They FC time. They show up when it matters. And like it's clearly, they're clearly working. And like I think that's the one thing you can't knock somebody's teams is it may be unconventional what they do, but it works. And like there's a reason it works. And when you like the other thing you have to consider domestically is like so many times a team will come into international play and you're thinking like, what the hell are they doing with their team? But then they settle on a player that isn't really like wasn't firing at all cylinders, and then suddenly has an incredible world championship. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's going to be the exact same with BLG.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big Bin fanboy. Like that's my guy. I'd put him left of S just for that.
T1 and S feels so weird. I mean, I think throughout summer they were clearly the second best team in the world. Yes, they had a little bit of a lower showing, Even in the like best of 5 against Gen G for the 4th place, where it went all 5, Gen G and T1 both weren't playing very great. But I still think that like if you look at the totality of that split, T1 showed some amazing League of Legends. So that's why I'm putting them in S tier, because like I'm not going to only hyperfixate on like the ending when there was a lot more league that was played. You know, like for example, Gen G lost to KT. Does that mean now that I think they're not the favorites because they did drop a series? Like, no, I still think they're favorites.
Can we start putting in a couple of D tier teams if you think there is any? I'm gonna admit, I don't watch the LCP outside of what I've seen in their international play. Maybe they're completely different now, but I
want to do one more A tier.
Okay.
Because I think this one you're going to push against. I think FlyQuest is the 4th best team going into Worlds. I think they're better than AL, they're better than Hanwha, they're better than KT, and they're better than IG. Fight me.
Trying?
I think okay.
I'm trying to fight you, but
let me like elaborate a little bit, just so it's like not obviously I was doing a little bit dramatic. I think FlyQuest have shown that they understand the map. They don't make very many mistakes, which is something that North American teams historically have done. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and that's something that like Eastern teams will punish you. The other thing is that FlyQuest like cross map very, very well. Even when you look at them and they're like, oh, they gave Dragon, they didn't get anything in return. They will do something. They will get vision on top side. Then the other team has to like go and clear that vision, which means they get time on bot lane, and then they get a bot tower because of it. They are like actively just like good at macro, good at team fighting, good at knowing which objectives to fight. They are just like actively good. And unless you destroy them in the early game, they will like be fine. Unless you can match their laners 1-for-1 for everything and just beat them, which I think BLG can. I think Knight and Bin are just going to do illegal things to us. Like, I think the way, like, for example, Keen and Chovy, like, it's very difficult for these teams to, like, match up. But besides that, like, I'm not too, like, Zeus might do some nasty things, but I still think that, like, they have enough in their arsenal that as long as they don't get destroyed, and I think the top 3 teams might be a little too difficult for them, as long as they don't get destroyed, they will pick really good fights. They will fight you in timers that are good for them, and they're gonna win those team fights. We saw how it didn't work against Gen G. Like, they took them to 5, but it didn't work in the end. We saw how it didn't work against BLG. They took them to 5, but at the end of the day, their hands failed them. I think they're just a better version of that team. And I think, like, I legitimately think that Gen G at MSI was playing better than they are right now. BLG at MSI were playing worse. Like, BLG have leveled up, but I also think FlyQuest have leveled up. So, like, that's my argument for FlyQuest. Like, they are just a legitimately good team in every aspect of the game. The only part I think that they're weak in is sometimes their early games, and I don't think it can be exploited by any team beside the top 3 teams. That's like the TLDR at the end.
Yeah, the question I'd have is like G2 is starting to really ramp up as well, and like I was really, really impressed with like the level they were showing in EU. Because, like, that's where you really want to... I think for FlyQuest, you really want to test yourself in that. Because, yeah, I do agree that they are starting to punch now above their weight. The problem you have is, the last time we saw them, they were going up against a BLG who in my opinion, FlyQuest should have beaten them. Like, I feel like BLG were not playing, like you said, to the level that they're showing right now. And I think while FlyQuest has started to return to form, I think BLG has like excelled any like form that I think FlyQuest can like realistically beat them. Like I don't think that's where FlyQuest Hanwha Life's a tough one. You really don't know what you're gonna get with the Worlds.
The problem with Hanwha Life is that they just have Viper and Zeus. Like, even if you have better macro than them, they still have Zeus. Even if you have, like, better team coordination, you have better early games, they still have Viper. Like, they still have Delight.
Sometimes, like, that's all you need. Like, sometimes that
exactly.
is all
Sometimes you just
like,
need Viper. Like,
like fucking Zeus and Aatrox game. Like, just 1v9s that game. So, what can you do then? Like, sometimes, like you said, all it takes is one player to ignite that spark. But like I do agree that FlyQuest is a team that should be looking to punch up. It's also like draw dependent. Like, I think that's the only problem
We
with
will, yeah.
like that's the only problem you're gonna have with Swiss. Like, it is somewhat draw dependent. Like, you could face 100 Thieves, or you could face what was it, T1? Like in your yeah, as
Yeah.
like a 1 seed, you can face. Well, obviously you can't have a same region matchup, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you can either have like a really easy first round matchup, or you're gonna face the T1. And it's like, well, okay, then you could go down 0-1, and it's like a bit unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, I also think the fact that there's only 7 Asian teams in Swiss and 8, like in Swiss stage, we've always had one non-Asian team make it out just because of how like statistically it works out. And now statistically, like we're gonna have 2 non-Asian teams make it out. So it does make it easier for teams like FlyQuest and G2 and PSG or CFO probably. I mean, like it makes it easier for them to make it out.
Oh, well, I hope the NA luck continues in that sense. Like we, like NRG getting quite like a comfortable ride. FlyQuest ended up playing TL for that quarterfinal spot. But
yeah, I mean, FlyQuest, people forget FlyQuest still had to play Genji and Hanwha Live, right? Or not
yeah.
Genji, T1, sorry, T1 and Hanwha. Like they still played. Wait, no, they didn't play T1. Who else did they play?
They played
DK, that's right. They played DK. They played DK. They played Hanwha. They lost to those 2, and then they beat
that one though,
obviously like
in my opinion,
PSG.
like they weren't amazing. That world, like
Who?
that one. Like I don't think they were in like great
Oh,
form,
yeah,
and like and I thought like
should have beat them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was already like the sour grape series for me, because like, well, you should have beat them, and now it's like significantly harder. It ended up not being harder. They got to face was it Mad they placed and then TL.
NRG. Sorry, FlyQuest. No, FlyQuest played. They played PSG. They played GAM, if I'm not mistaken, and they played Team Liquid.
Right.
Or was it Ping Gaming? I don't know. I don't really remember, but yeah.
I'm inclined to put them A, but like low A. Like, because you were saying like I'm gonna fight you. Like you picked the one argument, and they were like I wouldn't have fought you on it.
I mean, I think saying FlyQuest is a top 4 team in the world is kind of
No, like I don't agree. Like
there's a lot of NA hopium in there.
Like the thing is, I think these type of tier lists are like so popular. Like, it's just like the popular thing to do. I always look at it as well. What's your objectives for FlyQuest at this Worlds? And that's like we can like maybe get into like a quick couple-minute conversation. And like, what is if you're FlyQuest? What is your objectives?
Well, I mean, they talked about this. Inspired said like we want to make it to quarters, and then like depending on the draw, like that, like it just kind of depends on like the luck of the draw, right? We'll go from there. But quarters is like their bare minimum because they made it last year. So I think for fans, it's semis. For fans, it's semis. I know Quad was like, we're gonna make it to finals, like we're gonna make it to world finals, like that's awesome. But I think realistic expectations is like make it to quarters because there's only 7 Asian teams. You should at least make it to quarters, right?
Yeah.
Objectives like Baron. I also want to comment on what Hina's saying. Like, yeah, I kind of agree that CFO is a really good team, and I actually think they're better than G2. And maybe it's just my bias, but I do think FlyQuest like have better macro in where they want to control like the game. I legitimately think like Junji is like one of the best junglers in the world. I just think Inspire's better, and I think Honkyu is just better than Quad. I think Honkyu is incredibly amazing, but I still just have faith in FlyQuest. And maybe it's just me being an NA fan and not watching too much of CFO except like the finals and like a couple of other games.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Like this tier list
fan.
is mainly gonna be me like pushing you on questions about these teams because like I wish I had time to watch these like, and like I normally do my prep just before Worlds. Like I will go and sit and watch all of like the stuff on these teams. So but we didn't decide these topics until like like pretty late last night, so like I maybe I should have prepared a little bit more. But like I did really enjoy watching CFO this year. Like when I haven't like in like the international events. Like I'm a big Junja fan.
Are we as well? Like But yeah, you mentioned Jinji, so I was like, oh, I need to bring that. Yeah, CFO's motto is "We Are Family."
So, where would you rank CFO?
I think I would probably put in my head it's top esports, Hanwha Life, then CFO. That like in my head that's like the order after FlyQuest. I think top esports. Okay, this is.
Wait, our A is going to be absolutely packed.
I mean,
Alright.
I think there's a lot of really good teams this year. But let me like give my
Can
explanations
we-
behind top esports because I. Oh, go
So,
ahead.
you believe that BOG can be a world finalist, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to make the silly decision, as everyone always does in these tier lists, and being completely biased. I think Bin is the GOAT, so we're gonna put BOG at bottom of S tier.
Okay.
So we can add a little bit of like, because what is it that they used to call it? Like in LCS, like the lump. Is it lump or like clump or something? Like that, like group or team.
Yeah, the clump.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clump. We're actually going to have like the clump of like teams in A tier.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of A tier, like maybe like 6 or 7, and then like we might even skip B tier. No, we'll see. For my top esports argument, because Hannah was like putting trust in TES is bold. They can't burn me an 8th time, right? Like you can't.
Oh,
Fool
yeah.
me 7 times, shame
I
on
want them
me.
here.
Fool me an
I want
8th
them-
time.
You can't see it yet. I've put them in D tier. I ain't being burned by them again. Is that? I'm sorry. They are staying in D tier.
Dude, they're actually good, I promise.
It ain't happening. Not on my watch. The only time it benefits
Honestly,
me
I'm
is
not
when
gonna
they
fight you for it. Like, I feel like they've lost all credibility, so I'm not gonna fight you for them. But in my heart, I know that they're like legitimately good. They just play such good League of Legends in China. But they beat AL. Like, we're gonna put AL on top of them, and they beat AL. Like, I don't know, man.
So you'd have top, then AL.
No, I would have
Fly.
FlyQuest above them. I have more
have
faith in FlyQuest than
FlyQuest.
top esports. Yeah, so yeah, I have FlyQuest number 4. So like the top of A tier is FlyQuest.
Just to let you know, when I get like attacked on Twitter, I'm throwing it all in your direction.
I mean, if you want me to tweet it out so you don't get the hate, I'm down. But
I'm confident in that one.
I mean, look, if you want to put top esports in D tier, just like for the memes, I'm down. Because they're chokers, but I feel like we're
gonna put them
maybe
in
put them in
C
B tier if you
for
want.
C for chokers.
Okay, I like that. C for chokers. We can put Fnatic right next to them. I know.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Kermit is gonna kill me, but I would put Fnatic next to them.
Like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think. Like, they did have a little bit of an upswing. I just don't think it's gonna matter all that much. Like, Oscar did have something like he had like a really, really like that like I'm him series. Like he hasn't had many of those.
Yeah, dude.
But,
what
like-
the hell against Kana, right?
Yeah, and this guy was like, oh, okay, all right.
Ooh, I actually like that. Never get excited tier for KTTES and Fnatic. Yeah, maybe change the C tier to just like don't get excited,
Wait,
or you could add a new one that works too. Yeah.
what color should I do? I'm gonna make it orange for Fnatic and top. What should I call it?
Never get excited.
Never get excited or never have hope?
Never have hope. Yeah.
There we go. Never have hope.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, we have to put KT in there as well.
KT as well.
KT.
That's right. That's what she was saying. Never get
Oh
excited.
yeah, sorry,
That's 'cause,
I didn't see the
you know,
KT.
KT.
My bad. All right, should we
Yeah,
actually
all
start
good.
trying to put some of these lower ones? I want to put Is that Team Secret emblem?
Team Secret? Where? Which one?
The next to CFO.
That's AL.
No.
Right? No, that's not AL. Wait, I can't. It like kind of cut off actually in my screen, so it's kind of difficult to see.
Oh, sorry.
Let me. Uh,
Yeah, it is Team Secret. Because I know like sometimes they have like combination names like now, but
what? Who's Team Secret? Oh, wait. Oh, you
is
mean
it like
Wales? Yeah. Okay.
Team Secret Wales, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure which one you were like referring to. Sorry, that took me a second. Now I can see it fully. The stream's a little delayed, but
Yeah, my bad.
yeah. TSW.
Maybe
They're a young team and we're second best, even in split two. They hard choke playoffs. They were super young. Will likely struggle in that sense, but they have hands.
where would
Yeah,
you
I think I only watched one best of
where would
five
you
from them, to be
realistically
honest.
power rank them here? Because
Um,
I'm obviously I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't watched like the LCP, so I'm not going to. They're the only team that could beat CFO. That's actually gives me hope to watch them then.
I was going to put PSG, Wales, Koi, and 100 Thieves all in D tier.
I'm down to put PSG. Wait, Koi and 100 feet. Yeah.
And then we can figure out like what specific order. Honestly, I might just put like 100 Thieves last.
Um. I'd probably put Koi in C. And
Okay,
the
that's
rest,
fair. I mean,
because I do
yeah.
think, well, we have to have a little bit of NA pride for JoJo, don't we?
Yeah.
The only problem is, it's mad at Worlds. Nope, sorry, they stink. D2.
Wait, but Mad. Mad haven't always been bad at Worlds. They've been bad in play-ins,
No,
but at Worlds, like they've been okay.
in 2023 they stunk the place out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 2023 they stunk. 2024 they didn't make out. But 2020, oh wow, 2020 they made it out. That was the last time, right?
Dude, it's the
Or was it
only I think
2021?
like the MSI like their best performance
Oh
really
yeah,
was
MSI
the
2021.
MSI it was the MSI performance. They've stunk
I mean,
at
it's also a
Worlds.
very
They've
different
stunk at
team.
Worlds, but MSI has been like better.
Yeah.
I know
It's also a different team.
You say that, but like the aura, like I'm going to use a really shitty phrase, like the aura remains. It always comes back to bite them. It doesn't matter like if you change the roster. Like if people got to use that chokers narrative for C9, even if we keep changing the roster, I'm gonna put it for Mad Lions as well. Or Koi, sorry.
All right,
And
then I'll put Koi, and then I would put TS.
I'm
Well,
gonna put 100 feet over PSG.
I would put Wales as right after Koi. I think Wales is just better than 100 Thieves. Sorry, Chinook, but I just think they're.
I want to give it a little bit of hope too. Like I know they lost to BKS. I know they kind of stunk the place out a little bit, but like I really think with Loclure on that team they'll be a bit more calmer at Worlds. I know like, and it's a problem you have to keep talking about. River and Quid just shit the bed anytime you're on a big stage. Like that's really like that's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Dude, Chengdu, China is like makes the stage that we were looking at like in Texas seem like nothing. That like first of all, the stage was incredible. Like the stage, like I think River had an okay series. Like he's also had bad games, honestly, and like the drafts were too good. I look until 100 Thieves perform under the pressure, under the big stages, I can't have faith in them. Like I'm not blaming them for choking. Like I was there. I tweeted out like I will never blame anyone for choking under such immense pressure. Because like I was there and I was choking and I wasn't even playing. I was like, oh my god, how do you like play under such circumstances? But yeah, I would put until they actually prove themselves. Those two players specifically, I yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable putting them like
And
above
you know
TS,
Maple is going to
W.
play something like extremely comfortable, so even if Quid tries to like flex his muscles, he's not going to be able to do that as much.
I mean, look, I'm down. I'm down to put them above PSG because PSG didn't look the greatest. I heard that like, towards the end they were playing a little bit better, but I still think Wales is just better than 100 Thieves.
I'm sorry, David, this one's not on me. Now on to a fun team, Invictus Gaming. The problem,
Where do we even put IG?
I want
like,
to put them. I want to put them in Never Have Hope, and the only reason I'm telling you is because they're playing against T1, and if we're predicting T1 to like be a world's finalist, like potential, you have to put IG in the Never Have Hope, because like what's the point in power ranking them at all if we're predicting them to lose that series anyways?
I mean, I still think they're a good team. Like it's we're not predicting who's going to make finals. This is more of a like a tier list in terms of like their strength rather than like for example, FlyQuest could straight up just draw like T1 into BLG into like top esports or something, right? Or like maybe they beat Fnatic in the 2-1 game or the 1-2 game. Or sorry, 0-2. They beat Fnatic and then they get like freaking BLG because like didn't BLG start 1 and 2 last year?
They did.
Yeah. So like this isn't where we think they will finish. This is where we think their power level is, and then the draw is the draw, right? That's the beauty of Swiss stage. Just like
Yeah.
you never know.
So
That's how I'm
where would
looking at it.
you like to, as you watch a lot of LPL this split, where would you like to put Invictus Gaming?
I would put IG solidly in the B tier.
Top B tier?
Yep.
G2.
I would put G2 after IG.
I'm inclined to agree because I think with G2 it's kind of you need to start proving it now. And like the pressures are going to be on those players immensely because this would have been the third Swiss stage in a row that they don't get out of if they lose this one. And like the back's already against the wall because if you're predicting FlyQuest and like one of these other teams to make it out ahead of G2, like a CFO or someone, for example, like your backs are against the wall.
Yeah.
There was another team that was apparently doing well against T1 in scrims. They're not even at this tournament.
That's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Honestly, I'm down to put G2 in C tier. Like, I just don't have any faith in LeBron.
G2?
Like, every time he goes up, anytime he goes into an international stage, he's just not it. He can't handle a stage. G2. I would put G2 in C tier. Like, just thinking about it now, like...
No, you said a he. I didn't know which player you're talking about.
Oh, Lebrov.
Oh, okay. They just... like, firepower-wise, they just feel very underwhelming.
Yeah.
So,
I would put them in C tier.
I want to put them low B because I do think VKS is probably
that's fair.
I think VKS is probably in a tier of their own in C.
All right, we can put VKS in C. I think we can all agree to that. I legitimately think VKS will beat Mad if they play or Koi. Sorry, I keep changing their name, man.
Like, okay, excluding the Never Have Hope group, I do think anyone in low B to that D tier is like upset potential and like can take games off each other.
Not 100 Thieves. Sorry, not 100 Thieves.
Dave's going to be
I don't know,
clapping your
man.
ass up.
They're not. Look, they're until they stop choking in finals or stop choking on the big stage. We just have to assume they're going to choke, right? If you do it all the time, it's crazy for you to assume they're not going to do it, rather than
Yeah.
the other way around. Yeah, the first time they made it to like the finals weekend, it's like you can't really say that they would choke, right? But then they choke, then they go to Worlds, and they choke, then they make it to finals again, then they choke, then they make it to another finals, and they choke. Like, come on, man.
Hanwha life.
Yeah, didn't Quid have a 0-10 Vex game last Worlds? Like, come on, come on.
That was pretty hopeless though. That one, there's actually feeling the pressure of losing to a wildcard team.
To
Like that-
Lion. Yeah, well, R7 back then, but to Lion. Like, come on, man. Lion finished 7th twice. Or 3 times, actually. They finished, oh my god, they finished 7th, 8th every single split. Despite being a good team. Damn, poor guys.
Hanwha life.
I would put Hanwha Life
A1, I think. I still think they're gonna do better than FlyQuest. Just the Zeus factor for me is this guy just brings so much when you go like international. Like
yeah, I'm down to put them in A.
would you put CFO at the bottom of A or at the top of B?
I think CFO
I think
bottom of A. Well, I think IG might be better than them. That's the issue.
I could put middle B then.
Well, I would put FlyQuest over Hanwha. Personally. Like I said, I think FlyQuest are the 4th best team in the world.
Okay.
So I would put FlyQuest like
Let's
all the way to the left in A2.
Should we do something fun quick? Should we ask the chat? Can we run a poll actually in the chat? I don't know if you can do it on like the studio thing. Can you run a poll in chat? Who should we put ahead? Hanwha or FlyQuest?
Okay. I'll do that.
If not,
Ooh.
people could just start spamming Fly or
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, okay.
The poll. We should be ahead. It was, I don't know, it was like super cool that she just like saw me, gave it to me. It was really nice. So that's another thing that I got. I got a bunch of like free merch. I got a Shopify jersey.
Did you say you have a crayfish?
I didn't know who she was. Yeah.
Did you say you have like a crayfish like one of the bead wristbands?
Yeah, I didn't know it was her.
Oh,
really?
So Jay Silver actually, for one of the, I think it's the last LCS finals, was able to grab one from her, like to gift to me, because it's like I would never be able to get them in America. So
yeah,
shout out to Jay on it. So unfortunately for FlyQuest fans, HLE won that poll.
Oh, 56%. Come on.
It was
Oh,
close.
man.
It was close.
Dude, just can I veto? Can I put my vote? Can I veto with my vote and then it'll be 50-50, right?
Have I vetoed a vote? I mean, like,
Well,
have
not
we?
veto, but like there's 9 people that voted, and if I vote as well, I kind of ended it, but I mean, the votes are the votes. I'm not gonna rig the votes.
Shall we
I
let
know I'm
on?
American, but
Shall we let our new mod decide?
no, I think just let the votes.
You know what? Because
Decide.
you've carried most of this tier list, I'm gonna let you have the FlyQuest one.
Okay, I'll take that.
So yeah, that's our tier list. Don't take any of this for seriousness, because obviously.
But when we post it on Twitter, it will be completely serious. Just